So through a number of these, when you take a look at a photo, in this case, say I've taken the image that is a little bit distorted, and what you can do is free transform this, and under Edit you have these options. You can also use the keystrokes, and this is going to give you these options right here. So Distort is going to allow you to take and try to flatten this image out a little bit, make it a little bit easier to render from. So just kind of squaring that part up. And then using the crop tool you can take, and then it automatically starts off that section. And you can see, you can adjust the size. This is hitting the letters. And this also shows the rule of thirds onto this. And I can rotate this part to rotate the image, and either hit return or a check mark right there. So that'll give me that initial setup. Same with this one. This has the crop tool, so I'm just going to take the selection tool that I can do that. Under Edit, transform and warp this. This will allow me to adjust this, but I actually want to use the distort because it keeps everything just with 4 points to straighten this part out. So it's setting it up this way. So it's trying to get that positioning in there. Hit return, again, this crop tool. Grabbing the corners lets you do 2 length and width at the same time. So just a little bit of practice gives you a good selecting part for it. Take the selection tool, distorting this one. C for the crop tool. Just hit return, so that gives me that window. Edit, distort, and you have a couple tools, so I'll try a couple of them as far as it goes from distortion to skew. Skew will grab both those corners at the same time. C for the crop tool. I'm going to escape that and just backtrack up out of that. Try it one more time just to straighten this off a little bit. And while you're in this, you can hold the modifier keys to get to just distort one handle at a time. I just want to straighten this out a bit. Hit return, crop tool. Here's the car again. So again, edit, transform, distort. And the nice thing is, until you let go, it stays it so you can still see what's happening. Otherwise, it'll eliminate everything. Return. Okay, so those items I have, I can save and place into the Illustrator file and the beginning of the drawing of that part. So for example, here's the images that have a couple. Let's see if I can bring that up for you. So here are the images that have it ready to illustrate in the Layers panel. So I'll create a new layer. And Command Tab, just keep Photoshop open above it. And make this a little bit smaller. Might be able to drag and drop it right on there. Let's see what happens here. So here I just selected all of it, copied and pasted it into this file. Shift key to readjust it. And here's the layers panel to bring that in. So that's on this layer. So I can put a couple more layers here. Just title them. And just hit Command T. So what I've done is just split the screen with the section. So I have these other documents that are listed. So just hit Select All and copy, Command C. And just continue to come over here, just lock this one. Pasting that in there, so just readjust it a little bit. Cancel that, so that's in there. Tab for this one real quick. Select all, copy it. Row. That's good. You could split both of the programs, but right now I just have them set up this way. It makes it a little bit easier. So just to show you, select all and copy. Puts it on the pasteboard. And just coming back to the layers panel. Last one here. I think I have one more. Maybe not. It's a telephone. Okay. So that'll give you a way to get them started so that you can use them a little bit more in proportion and set this up pretty easily as far as that goes, and using any pieces that you already have to help illustrate these parts. So a number of items there. Let's start. If you haven't finished the car, that's the one I'd like you to combine or start with.